here. We're live there. We're live here. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Roman Shersher with your #1 online resource for buying property with your buy, invest, sell update for this week. It's May 2nd, 2025. Got a lot to go over today. Very excited to give you this information. Remember, I try to give you raw data, not just my opinion. I give my opinion when warranted, but it's the raw data that is not enough in the market. I hear people coming to me. I can't tell you how many times I heard, oh, the market's going to crash 50%. We're going to lose up the property values. Properties have not gone down in 12 years. So if you look at the raw data, then you're empowered and you know exactly what to do in today's market. Please, guys, if you like this video, I'd love for you to share it on social media. Helps so much to get the message out and get that raw data out to the market. Just tap the share button, share it with your friends and family. I'd appreciate it. And anyone watching on Instagram, be sure to head over to Facebook and YouTube after to check out links to the content that I'm going over today. I have a amazing, wonderful PDF that talks exactly about our LA market. I'd love to just email it to you. Just go ahead and send me a direct message. Speaking about direct messages and emailing, at this point, I've bought hundreds of homes between Florida and Southern California. I started on this market about 18 years ago, and I've flipped a ton of homes, bought and sold. I have rentals, and so throughout the years, I put together a ebook on tips and tricks on how to buy properties correctly. This is why I tell you that I'm the #1 online resource for buying property. And if you're looking to buy, please reach out. I'd love to give you my tips and tricks. Or you don't want to talk to me, no problem. Just send me a direct message, a DM on any platform, and I will send you an ebook version of this book that I wrote that'll save you anywhere from tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars, as I have, in buying properties correctly up to this date. All right, current projects. We have a property we just listed in Northridge, a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, beautiful, fully renovated home. We have another one in Woodland Hills, a 4-bedroom, 3-bath with a separate ADU. That one has a pool. We have a new property coming to market in Lake Balboa in about a month. Reach out to me if you like those areas or need those areas. And we still have a condo, a townhouse that we're working on with the sellers and that we're in escrow on with buyers, working on some loan issues, but looks like we got those resolved. So that should be coming to a close within the coming weeks. So excited to show you that. On that note, let's go ahead and jump right in to our material. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and share the screen. All right. Share that. Excellent. And I'm also going to share this. All right. Are we seeing the PDF? We're not seeing the PDF, huh? Okay. We have a PDF, a screenshot that gives you exactly what's happening in the LA market here in March 2025. April data hasn't come out yet, of course. It'll come out in about 2 weeks. But what we're looking at here is that we have a metro graphic that shows that inventory is up about 48% year over year in LA City. And let me see here. Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. 48% inventory is up year over year in LA City. Homes are taking slightly longer to sell, but prices are still inching upwards. We're still going up. Who thought this would be the case? Our rates are still high. Inventory is going up. But prices are still going up. Why? Because we still have low inventory in Southern California for all the demand there is for property. Our typical LA home value now is $969,000. Okay, we're up 2.4% year over year and 0.5% month over month. Our rents have gone up also about 4.2% year over year. And active listings have gone up. We are at about 21,866 active listings in Los Angeles County. But in comparison, that seems like a lot. Oh my God, we're up 48%. That is 5,000 listings less than we were pre-pandemic. Pre-pandemic, we were at 26,444. So are we really, do we have really just a ton of listings and prices are falling to the ground? No, that's not the case. Our sales are low though. And that has to do, of course, with economic uncertainty that's in the market right now. We don't know what's going to happen with these tariffs, whether it's going to increase inflation or not. And of course, mortgage rates are still high. So sales in March were 6,719 sales units were sold in the month of March. That's versus 8,900 pre-pandemic. So yeah, we do have a slow real estate market, but we do not have a falling real estate market. That is wrong. All right. Right now, we're showing that homes are going pending in about 24 days. So that shows a competitive, but not an overheated market. It shows pretty much a balanced market. All right. Okay. Let's go to our next graphic, our next piece of content here. And I'm not seeing the... There it is. Okay. All right. I want to talk to you guys about what's happening throughout the country. I talk to you often about what's happening in LA. Different parts of the country are experiencing different things. So let's go right here. There's housing markets throughout the country that have really fallen off a cliff, and there are housing markets throughout the country that are super hot right now. Can you imagine super hot markets out there right now? Yes, there are. There's a market heat index, okay, of March 2025 that was put out. The top markets, top 300 markets, these are considered sellers markets, meaning that the sellers have the power in these negotiations. There's multiple offers usually in these markets, and the buyers are paying often over ask, over list. Number one hottest market in the country right now is Rochester, New York. In fact, New York has four of the top 10 markets in the country right now in terms of the hottest markets. Rochester, Buffalo, Syracuse, and Albany, all super hot right now. Not New York City. New York City is kind of a balanced market like Los Angeles is, but the Northeast is where we're seeing this biggest concentration of hot markets. If you look at the red here, the Northeast is the hottest market. The Sun Belt has cooled. They call this area here the South from like Arizona, New Mexico, all the way through, let's say here, North Carolina. They call that the Sun Belt, and the Sun Belt has cooled significantly, okay? Miami, for example, from 2022 was a 68 on the hot scale. It's now 36. Naples, Florida, one of the slowest, worst markets. Here we go. Let me show you here. So the Sun Belt is where you're seeing the lowest, the coolest markets. These are the buyers markets. These are where the buyers have the most power. Albany, Georgia, Jackson, Tennessee, Gulfport, Mississippi, Alabama. Only one Florida city has been on this top 10 of the coolest market. That's Naples, Florida, with a score of 28. Where are we in Los Angeles? Let me show you here. Los Angeles last year was an 83, which is a hot market. It's still a very hot market. We're now at about a 66. So we have a 20% decline in terms of heat, but we're still not a bad market. 66 is not a bad market at all. In fact, here, let me go up here. In terms of heat, you'll notice here, we're still in the second tier of hot markets. Okay. Here we are, Los Angeles. 22, we were super hot. We were at a 97 in terms of hot. We're at a 66 now. But if you look, like I told you, the Sun Belt has the coolest markets. We're at a 66. Naples, Florida here. The Florida coast, that's the coolest, is in the 30s. So you can see we're a very balanced market here. Naples, Florida, 28. There you go. Okay. Los Angeles, still a good place to buy. We're still a competitive market, but with the increased inventory and the low sales volume, we have a lot of competitive advantage that I want to use when I'm working with my buyers. All right, let's talk about the mortgage. Where are we in terms of mortgage rates? Mortgage rates have increased slightly from last week. The 30-year fixed is at a 6.9. It's up 7 basis points. The 15-year fixed is at a 6.19. It's up 3 basis points. The 30-year jumbo was at 7%. Is at 7%. As you can see, it's up 5 basis points today. And the FHA and VA are also up about 8 basis points. They ticked up a little bit. They're at a 2-month high, okay, and that's because of the uncertainty in what's happening in the markets, what's happening in the global economy with these tariffs. We don't know exactly where they're going to end up, and it's caused a 13% drop in mortgage demand. All right, so what are the market implications of what we're experiencing right now? Well, let me stop sharing here. Number one, LA is a balanced market, okay? We're no longer a seller's market, clearly, okay? Where the sellers have all the power, 14, 15 offers. We're not that. Here you have to fight for an offer or two. You're lucky if you have a couple of offers that you can negotiate up. Buyers have more leverage right now, but prices continue to rise slightly. Okay, not significantly, but slightly in most markets. You're seeing a lot of price declines, but that's because people are still greedy. They're still listing their properties above market value. And of course, they have to then reduce because it's not that type of market like it was. Affordability. Rates are high prices. We still have an affordability crunch here in Southern California, where in LA, our affordability is somewhere around 15%, which means that only 15% of the homeowners within an area can afford the medium price home in that area. And so because of that, some buyers are on the sidelines, more inventory are coming in, and more concessions are having to be given to these buyers. Our buyers are getting amazing things right now. Why? Because we know how to negotiate this. We know how to get the most out of the sellers, most out of our transactions. We know how to inspect these things correctly, and we're getting a lot more for our buyers today. And one thing we're doing for our buyers, we've been doing this for quite a while. One thing we're doing is also getting mortgage assistance. Okay, the mortgage rates are high right now. Who wants to get these mortgage rates, right? But what if we can negotiate a rate buy down with our sellers? What is a rate buy down? Well, it means that for the first 2 or 3 years, your rate will be lower, and then it will rise. But guess what? In 2 to 3 years, the rates are forecasted to be significantly lower, and then you refinance into a lower rate permanently. So imagine you can get a rate today instead of the close to 7% that we're at right now. You can buy a home. We can negotiate for the seller to pay for you to get a rate of 5%, 5.5%. What will that do for you? It'll save you thousands of dollars per month. We know how to do that. Reach out. So our advice, number one, for buyers, take advantage of the inventory and negotiation for concessions. Okay, you have rates that have been rising. Lock in the rates as early as you can, or try to get someone, whether it's a seller, the agents, the commission, something that'll help you get some concessions to lower your rates. All right. And for our sellers, be realistic on price. Don't try to overprice right now. You will not get it. It's going to sit for a long time. You're going to be chasing the market down. The homes are selling, but the buyers are choosier. They want more options. They want more to come along with it. All right. Our quote of the week. Andrew Carnegie is a Scottish-American industrialist, philanthropist. He became one of the wealthiest men in the country because of his passion for real estate. He states his quote, 90% of all millionaires have become so through owning real estate. Now, a lot of people have actually tried to dispute this and have not found the empirical data to support his claim, but it's absolutely true in that real estate has made a countless number of millionaires. You have to know how to buy right, and then you have to hold on for dear life. And if you look at the rate of return on real estate, it has surpassed the stock market, and it's much more much easier to sleep with because you see things coming. The stock market could drop on you 20% tomorrow. So this quote highlights real estate's historical role in building long-lasting wealth, reminding us that even in all markets, whether it's balanced, uncertain, up, down markets, property ownership remains a proven path to financial security. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining, and hope you enjoyed the data that I provided you this week. It shows that really throughout the country, markets are very localized. What's happening here in Los Angeles is completely different from what's happening in Jacksonville, Florida, where I operate, also completely different from what's happening in Naples, Florida, which is the worst and coolest market, up to Rochester, New York, which is the hottest market. Tune in next week and every week that I do this for more data. And remember, please, if you like this video, please help share and spread the word. Please hit the just tap the share button, share it with your friends and family. Everyone have a great weekend. Thank you very much. We're live. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Roman Shersher, your #1 online resource for buying property. With this